Working with aluminum. I made a joke yesterday. I think I would rather have hemorrhoids. I mean, no pun intended, nothing personal to do, but I will show you this extravagant piece. You know, it humbles me a lot to show this. If you've never welded on aluminum, it is, well, it's an art. And, you know, if you can do aluminum, I think you can do anything, honestly. This, you know, as I hold it, I'm just looking at it going, heat penetration. So I tigged it, I MIG'd it. A lot of times where I blew out of it, that's where I was tigging it. It is so hard. Now, I've got the Harbor Freight titanium, so, you know, it's not like I've got the best welder on the planet. I don't have the foot pedal. You know, I basically just have to roll over and adjust my knobs. There's nothing on the fly. So part of it is the machine. I mean, if I were going to work with metal or aluminum a lot, definitely you're going to have to step up your TIG torch. You're going to have to step up your TIG machine. I'd probably go to a TIG only device probably. But, you know, mine TIG's still great, but I've never worked with aluminum much. I mean, there you go. You can look inside there. It is a mess. Now, some of that I was trying to see if I could fill gaps, if I could fill holes. You know, some of you probably can. Well, I mean, it, like, cutting through that, this weighs more than this. Just take my word for it. I've put a lot of filler rod. I've put a lot of MIG rod, so I've gone back and forth. Right now I've got it set up with MIG, and yeah, I did it right out of the gun. I mean, what's right now in the wire gun is MIG. No spool gun, no nothing, just boom, right there, just like normal MIG roll. And it's, I set my wire speed fairly high. I set my, now remember guys, that's pretty thin. This is 6061 aluminum. And it is really thin. You know, it's 16th, an eighth-ish, I would say. Maybe. I've got a tape right here. No, it's a 16th. Yeah, right out of 16th. And so, super thin stuff. I even tried to brazing it in. You know, they have that all-purpose rod, the, you know, low flash point. Bernzomatic and different companies make it. You know, it's supposed to have like 4,000 tensile strength, and I'm sorry, 440,000 tensile strength, and you know, it's supposed to be able to do it with a torch, just a propane tank, just a portable propane torch. And yeah, I got tired of jacking with it. I did do some of it, but it didn't spread the way I wanted to. Maybe it wasn't hot enough, I don't know. I just kind of got sick of it. So I got extremely mad yesterday. I wanted to throw stuff, like, yeah, I was like, man, I just want to get this done. And you know, I was hesitant, scared to cut anything, but here's what I've done. So on the intercooler, I needed about that much space. Now these are bead rolled. One of the things I'm going to do to bead roll is, I was working on just a straight, if you can see this one right here, that is pretty straight. I don't have a bead roller, but I can come along and just make a weld right across that, just a straight line. Bam. Same thing as a bead roll. And I guarantee you, I have taken a chip and hammer, all kinds of stuff to that. It is not coming off. So what I did on my intercooler is, it literally is going to come just like that. So I took this 180 and I literally did that right there. The 90 wasn't quite enough, so this is the original. Cut it, and right now I've got a silicone straight holding that in on the other side. So, you know, a lot of people talk about, you know, silicones and stuff. I probably will take this up to Kev and, hey, teach me how to TIG weld aluminum if I have time, you know, but we got a month or so. I need some testing with this thing, so I need some drive time. But I may just bead roll that, or my bead roll, you know, fancy, custom. Grab your MIG gun and straight line it. Bead roll. Bead roll. Make some hemorrhoids on this thing. Jeez. This is so frustrating yesterday. I mean, getting your welder set. One thing, if you're going to weld aluminum with MIG, I will tell you, put some heat in it. Warm it up. That will make a big difference, because the warmer that piece got, the better it did. The better the machine did, and I didn't blow it out as bad. But when it's cold, you got to turn your amps up and it'll just blow it out. And so you can see a lot of blowouts right there. But as it got warmer, that's what kind of helped me make that, you know, if you look at that right there, that'd be a nice little bead roll just for something. You're just needing something for the V-band or the clamps to grab onto right around the edge so that it just won't blow off. But as long as you've got that little lip ring right there around here, I don't know, I may just weld it because it's not very hard to get off. But time, I may not, because those silicone couplers are so much easier to work with. Once it's welded, blam, it's there. Some people say it's pride, some people say it's craftsmanship, whatever. Get the job done for now. Move on. So that's where I'm at with this. I'll take you over there in just a second, kind of show you the other side and go over a few things, but it's coming along, guys. And so that'll come into the intercooler just like that. Literally is how it'll go. And I'll have a I gotta figure out a 4-inch to a quick 2.5 somehow, but I gotta get that done. So because the turbo V-band clamp coming off the compressor is going to be 4-inch coming straight onto this at 2.5. So I got to go 4 to 2.5 real fast, and that's going to be interesting. So people might talk about volumetric efficiency of the piping, but oh well. So now you kind of see what I'm working with there, what I've got going on, and you know, I cut some of this to practice welding and just different things. And also I thought, you know, I want to keep all these ends just because they're already done. So if you ever need them, you just, bam, done, whatever. Put them on, stick them on, good to go. So I feel pretty good, guys. I've got to get a few other things, but, you know, if you're going to work with aluminum, coming back to this real quick, make sure you got the right tools, because it is frustrating. And I've got buddies that do, and, you know, that's why you have friends. And they'll help me get all this taken care of and get this thing fixed up. I'll probably tack it in. I can tack it up pretty good with the MIG torch, with the MIG gun, and just MIG that, tack it, hold it, and then take it up there and TIG that bad boy in just like that. So Just FYI, I mean, friend's got pretty good skill, you know. So we made this. This is air conditioner condenser tubes, and it's 3.5. So that's what's going to come off of the intake, and pie cut that. And so we may end up doing another pie cut because that would bring that down. We may cut this one off, and I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so pie cuts, 23s, 45s, your angles. We had to slice it pretty thin to win over there. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So just figuring out how to, you know, lay your dimes, stack your dimes there, and make that look right. But that is not this. So yeah, I mean, yeah, anger management 101 right there. My pulse was probably sky high. But that's a whole nother topic for another channel. Stress management, mood. You know, go over there, check out Watson Psychological Health Center if you want to learn more about that. I'll teach you how to work on that. I had to work on my own stuff yesterday because there's times where you just got so much to get done. You just want to move on to the next piece of this project, get this done. You know, because it's been a long go. So even on the inside, that's tigging it. How it just got so hot, it just melted literally. So once you start getting aluminum warm, it really does some weird stuff. That's the neighbor's dog. You're welcome for that. Hopefully it didn't scare you too bad. So aluminum does some weird stuff once you get it kind of warm, but it didn't go through. I was trying to get my filler rod right there to go in, and that stuff, I bet I can take this file. No, it's actually on there, but I mean, I chipped a lot of it off with a hammer. So there is an art to doing aluminum, you know, and I'm sure there's going to be some guys at some point, dude, your aluminum looks like trash. That's cool, man. Glad you like it. Let's line them up, see how it works. So, you know, that's the way I say proof's always in the pudding. So, anyway, but here we go.